Hello, welcome to Food Immerse, a channel where we not only teach you how to cook delicious dishes, but immerse ourselves in the history, culture, science, and beauty of food. I'm Lorraine, and I'm so excited for you to join me on this journey, exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. Spanish orange cake. This cake originates from the Andalusian and Valencia regions of Spain and the Algarve region of Portugal, warm southern regions loaded with orange groves. Spain is, in fact, the largest exporter of oranges in the world, exporting about 1.2 million metric tons last year. The majority of those oranges come from Valencia, for which the sweet and juicy Valencia oranges are named. The perfect ending to a picnic, this orange cake is moist, portable, and can be made a day ahead. Wait for cake to cool completely after pouring the glaze over, then wrap in plastic wrap for transport and add the garnish of orange supremes at your destination. Let's get cooking. To make Spanish orange cake, you will need 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour, a ½ teaspoon baking powder, 3 eggs, a ½ cup plus 2 tablespoons unsalted butter at room temperature, 2/3 a cup sugar, 1 orange, navel or seedless variety. This will be used for zest and to cut out supremes for garnish. If there are seeds, they can be removed before garnishing the cake. A ½ cup fresh orange juice, separate from the 1 orange above, so either buy a couple extra oranges to squeeze fresh, Valencias are best, or use already squeezed orange juice. And a 1/4 cup confectioner's sugar, also known as powdered sugar. The equipment you will need are 1 8-inch round cake pan, a fine mesh strainer or flour sifter, 1 handheld mixer, a microplane grater, a standing mixer, and a cooling rack. Start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Eggs are easiest to separate while still cold. Place the whites into a clean and dry medium mixing bowl and the yolks in a small bowl. The eggs will come to room temperature in about 20 to 30 minutes while we're working on other ingredients. Butter and flour the cake pan, removing any excess flour. Sift the flour and baking powder together into a small bowl. Add the room temperature butter and the sugar to the standing mixer with paddle attachment. Cream the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. Notice how much lighter in color it is as well. Scrape down the sides. With the mixer on low to medium low, add the egg yolks one at a time, allowing each to be incorporated into the batter before adding the next. With the mixer on low, slowly spoon in the flour mixture. Use the microplane grater to zest the entire orange. Make sure to zest just the orange part and not any of the bitter white pith. Holding the microplane grater blade side down and scraping it across the top of the orange allows you to see what you're grating. This method also allows you to keep the zest neatly in the channel of the microplane grater. Add all of the zest to the cake batter. Now add 1/4 cup of the orange juice. Reserve the other 1/4 cup for later. Add the orange juice with the machine on low. Using an electric handheld mixer with clean beaters, beat the egg whites until soft peaks form. If you lift the beaters, you can see the soft peaks. Using a rubber spatula, gently fold the egg whites into the batter. The function of the egg whites is to lift and provide lightness to the batter, so you want to lift and gently fold and not vigorously stir. Continue folding in the egg whites a spoonful at a time until all of the egg whites are incorporated. Spoon batter into prepared pan and spread evenly to the edges. Bake for 30 minutes. While cake is baking, use the orange you zested to make the orange supreme garnish. Start by cutting off both ends of the orange. Now place flat side down and remove all of the skin and pith by cutting with a curving motion. Now flip the orange over and get the parts that you missed. Now cut carefully just inside the membrane on either sides of a segment. You can use either a chef's knife or a paring knife, whatever you're more comfortable with. Remove each segment to a plate. Continue cutting the segments out all the way around the orange. These individual segments without membrane are called orange supremes. I like to do this whenever I add orange or grapefruit to a salad. It's easiest to garnish once we get to the picnic site, so put the orange supremes in a Ziploc bag for later. Our cake is now baked for 30 minutes, so we're going to use a wooden toothpick to test the doneness. If it comes out clean, your cake is done. If it's not done, put the cake back in the oven in 5-minute increments, testing with a clean toothpick each time. Let cake sit in the pan for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, run a butter knife between the cake and the pan and turn out onto a cooling rack. Let cool until lukewarm and then turn onto a flat plate with a slight rim. Whisk the remaining 1/4 cup orange juice with the powdered sugar until smooth. Pour over the cake. Doing this while the cake is lukewarm allows more glaze to get absorbed by the cake. Once cake is completely cool, wrap tightly with plastic wrap. When you arrive at your destination, remove the plastic, garnish with the orange supremes, and serve. Thank you so much for joining Food Immerse and exploring different cuisines, ingredients, and cooking techniques. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe so you don't miss a single delicious episode. If you make this dish, I would love to hear about it in the comments or shoot me an email. Until next time, cheers to good food.